Alright, I'm trying to do a little quick unboxing video here. I had a couple shipments that were going to show up today, but it was a little bit too hot for the one to ship, so just a tiny little unboxing. There's a few animals in here. I'm honestly surprised. They got to be pretty small. It's just a small box. So we're going to take a look. Should be some cool stuff. Might be a little bit loud. I'm doing it in my fish room. My ISO room is just a war zone right now because I'm tearing down all the old caging and replacing it all. So it's not really any room to film. So I figured I would do it in here. Let's see here. Okay. See. Hopefully these guys aren't too crazy. We'll take a look here. There you go. Chill out. So a little I don't know. It's a little baby Leachianus gecko. Just wants to focus on my face. I honestly didn't even ask the locality. I'll have to find out. But I don't know if they're crossers or what. But so if you're looking for any little baby Leachianus geckos, these will be for sale. Put you back in there. There you go. Oh. Cool. Second little one. I'm just gonna leave this one in here. Pretty cool. Tiny little baby leechies. But as you know, Leachianus geckos get massive. Depending on the locality, they're different sizes. Like I said, I'm not entirely sure if they're crosses or what. Okay. This is where it gets cool. Check this out. So these are baby, true Canadian captive bred black tree monitors, which is Varanus beckeri or beccari, however you want to pronounce it. I call it becceri. That is pretty cool. I can hide my face, it might focus on the lizard. Cool thing about these black tree monitors is as babies they get all those speckling on them. Cool. That is very, very neat. I'm undecided what I'm going to do with these black trees. So if you're interested in them, it could be a hemi-peen averted. if you're interested in them, you better hit me up quick, because if they stay here for any given amount of time, then I'll just raise them up and breed them. Pretty cool. I love the tails on them. I actually got a clutch of green tree monitor eggs last night. So, let's see if we can get this little feller back in here. I wasn't sure if they were going to be the same size or not, so I just grabbed one bin of water and I was going to throw them both in there. But looks like there's a bigger one and a smaller one, so I'll throw this bigger one in a bin of water to soak. Just shallow. I put like a 1/4 inch of water in there. Let's take a peek. Excellent. Lots of poop in the bag. Chill out. Look at the sheen on that. These are the first black trees I've ever had. I've only had experience keeping greens and blues. So it's pretty cool. I don't even think I've seen blacks in person, to be honest. And I was never a fan of them. To me, they just looked rickety, you know. But in person, these things look phenomenal. Good tail. Cool. Okay, that's a pretty neat looking lizard. So these were produced by Canadian Cold Blood, obviously. I'm hoping this guy doesn't make a break for it. Guy, girl. I think he said he was leaning towards female on this one. But we'll see. I'll let him settle in and I'll keep an eye on him for a bit and see how I feel about what they are. That is a pretty cool little lizard though. I mean, yeah, if somebody wants these, they better snag them quick, because I'm already quite fond of these. They're very cool. He wants to jump on that camera pretty bad. So yeah, I'll set these up. The Leachianus geckos are going to be available for sure once they're settled in. These black trees, we'll see. I don't know. I'm really liking them. It's crazy how like glossy they are. And it's so much nicer dealing with the captive bred too. Like a lot of those blacks you see, you know, they're just, you know, scrawny, rickety, wild caught. Not very nice. I don't know, I think this is my style lizard. I'm liking these things. Pretty chill. Maybe I'll raise him up. We'll see. Get up here. Okay, I'm gonna throw this one away before it gets a little too freaked out here. Anyway, yeah, some little leechies, little black tree monitors, very cool. And then, like I said, I got next week, pretty cool little unboxing, some uncommon stuff. And then the week after that, I'm likely gonna have a bunch of some bigger pythons and babies that I'll be unboxing as well. So I figure I'd mix it up, start doing some unboxing videos instead of just eggs laid, babies hatch, babies born, eggs laid. Anyway, yeah, there you go. You want some Leachianus geckos? Maybe some tree monitors? Let me know.